Hey, today I'm sharing with you how to make this macrame plant hanger, which is a great decoration for your home. If you love plants like I do and have a ton of them, this is a beautiful way to incorporate them into your design and hang them instead of having them standing somewhere, where you would expect them. So let's just jump right into it. We're going to need a 3mm cotton cord, as well as scissors, and of course, we're going to need a 2 inches wooden ring with tape measure and a few beautiful wooden beads. We're going to start by measuring 170 inches of a string, and we're going to do that 8 times. Actually, we want 8 of them. We're going to pull each string through the hoop. So we're going to have 8 aligned strings next to each other. And actually we can then divide these into 4 sections, 2 horizontally and 2 vertically, as you can see. So that's 4 sections in total. And this is very important to understand. We then need 2 40-inch springs. These are for the knots we're going to create just to secure in our hanger. So we're going to start by creating this U shape with our string, and then we want to just roll around the 8 strings and tie them as well as we can. Make sure this is quite tight. This is the beginning of our plant hanger, and then you want to pull the ends of the strings through the hoop, and now we just pull them to the opposite sides, and that's how we create a knot under the strings. So you see, it looks beautiful, and that's the little hack you will never forget. So now we're going to take 4 of the strings and actually hang the rest so that they're not in our way. Strings are long enough, so trust me, it gets complicated just with the length of them. So we're going to start by creating this little hook on the left side, and then we want to take the right string and pull it through to the little square hook that we see. This is how we create a little knot. Just pull it through completely, and then we're going to pull both strings and push it all the way up to make this little knot. And then we actually just repeat the process all the way until this section, the spiral, is 4 to 5 inches long. Once you're done with all of the 4 strands, we're going to leave a 3-inch gap and create a knot just exactly the same as before, but keep it at the 3 inches mark. You don't want to pull it all the way up. I'm then going to pull through a little bead. This is going to be our knot with a bead. But this time, to make this knot, we actually want to start with the right side instead of the left. We create a little hook. We then get the left strand and we push it through the hoop. And that's it. We secure the bead, and that's our square knot. And you want to repeat the same with all of the 4 strands. Make sure they're all at the 3-inch level, and that's how it looks. It looks great. Then at the 3 inches, we're going to start making another spiral. We're going to start with left side hook, and we're just going to repeat that for 4 or 5 inches until we create our 4 beautiful spirals, as you can see here. Then 2 inches later, we want to actually create square knots, but we want to connect our spirals this time. This is where we're going to put our pot. We're taking 2 strands from each spiral, and we start with the left hook, and then we're going to finish with a right hook to create a square knot just like that. And we want to make sure we don't pull it all the way up. We want to leave it at around 2 inches away from the spirals. This is where we will put our pot, and you want to repeat this process all around the spirals to create this square-like connection. Now you want to add in your pot to measure at what height you're going to want to create a little knot. So yeah, we're going to do that based on the pot size. The bigger the pot, the lower it will be, and just at that little spot you want to create a square, not like we did before. Just make sure you don't pull it all the way up. This is important so we create the space needed for the pot to sit in. And of course, just repeat that around the hanger. Finally, when you have all your knots ready, you just want to place in the pot and see where it ends. We want to tie a good knot at the place so that we secure our pot. Once again, we use the U-shaped knot so that we can hide our knot under the strands so it looks cute and beautiful. And that's it. At the end, you just want to cut off the leftover strands so it looks nice and neat, and just place in your flower, and here you go. Our macrame plant hanger is ready. It's a beautiful, beautiful project for adults and even teenagers. For more crafts, please subscribe and like, and go to craftyhacks.com.